The Lakeside Bagel Shop here in Edinburgh still remains open, but there are many concerned about the current state of the unemployment situation. And it isn't just the filing process that's their worry. Many don't know when they'll be able to go back to work or if their current job will even be available once they can return. Right now, though, like all the other negative things in the world, the hope at Sammy's is that this too shall pass. Spa Lapis here actually opened their doors right before the start of COVID-19. Of course, then they were quickly forced to shut down. The shop is hoping to keep this window in operation for the foreseeable future. Beautiful Smiles is prepared and ready to reopen if and when they get the okay from the department. And even during COVID-19, EHCA is continuing its care for over 400 adults and children in Erie, Crawford, and Venango counties. And that's because this is part of a nationwide project that's striving to bring awareness to economic hardship. Just in the last few weeks, over 1.6 million Pennsylvanians were displaced from their jobs with no way to pay the bills. Small businesses have either lost significant revenue or have been forced to close entirely. And according to the latest U.S. Census, 1 in every 4 Erie residents live in poverty. These are the day-to-day struggles that so many here face, and it's why we've partnered with the Economic Hardship Reporting Project. The EHRP focuses on financial difficulties many Americans are burdened with every day. Just last year, they produced over 200 projects nationwide.
Most people are hardworking people who want to get ahead and are precluded from getting ahead for a lot of different reasons.
Here in Erie, the goal is twofold. First, to shed light on economic struggle at home, and second, to recognize places that are doing their part to help in the fight to end poverty and strife.
I think that Erie is a community that understands in a really deep way the loss of jobs.
Right now, uncertainty is common in the workplace. Small businesses across the area are frightened about the possibility of having to close, or if they stay open, a long rebuild to where they once were. Flip Cafe in Edinburgh, for example, has been forced to lay off over half their staff.
I have kept the full-time workers I have, and they're getting probably about a quarter of the hours they used to have.
And Lakeside Bagel and Deli, a staple in the community for 16 years, has lost nearly 50% of their business.
I don't think it's ever going to be normal again. Completely normal. We, are going to plan on keeping up our barriers and things like that.
And with this concern comes even more panic by part-time and hourly workers. No business means no security to return to their job. April 27th started round 2 of the PPP loan applications with $350 billion available. But as of May 1st, $175 billion had already been given out. Sammy's Heartfelt Treasures has had no luck getting a loan from the Payment Protection Program. They applied for funding during both the first and second rounds and were turned away both times.
We submitted our application, and our application wasn't even sent in because we didn't qualify.
Owner Michelle started operations back in November. This type of work has been her dream for 15 years. She has many plans for the business. In addition to selling items from 40 vendors, Sammy's is working on a mental health outreach center in their building, where people can make crafts, come in to socialize, or give Cinna, the store's pet, a treat.
Part of the reason for the mental health outreach is because mental health has touched my family, including myself. I know what it's like, I understand it, and this is no judgment zone.
But Michelle's fear is that none of this will be able to happen because the money just may not be there.
Yes. I'm very worried.
It's not every day that you see 3 organizations combining to recognize one group of people, but that was exactly the case this afternoon. Now, earlier today, EHCA partnered with Red Letter Hospitality to donate 565 meals to their staff. The catering company prepared the meals and delivered them to EHCA's Move location on West 23rd Street, where employees enjoyed the lunches. Now, the money for this was donated by the Hammett Health Foundation, who contributed $20,000 to the EHCA. Some of that fund was used to ensure every worker had a meal. Now, the foundation knows how important essential workers are to the Erie community, especially during the pandemic, and wanted to give back to people who give their time and energy every single day.
These are the people that are on the front lines day in and day out, always, and their work hasn't stopped, so we just wanted to be able to recognize them.
Now, there are many essential organizations that must stay open no matter what, so it begs the question, how is it even possible right now? Well, coming up at 6, I'll tell you how nonprofits are being carried by workers who put fear aside to help people who need it most. Isaac Petkac, Erie News Now.